All right, so we're back with another video for you guys, another reaction video. And today we're going to be talking about CoreySSG and Carmen. So as you guys know, if you don't know, Carmen posted a video on her channel stating they are not back together. So everything you guys heard about, seen on Mr. Organic's video, this one right here, which he actually changed the title to, talking about how Corey explains how he got back with Carmen, turned out to be all lies, man. It's all lies. Like, this man literally said, I'm actually going to play the video. He says, he said he prayed the night before or something like that to get back with his wife. And then he got the call in the morning. So I guess he got the call in the morning that his wife is with this guy, Meechie. Like, come on, man. Stop all this capping, man. But let's get into this video. I'm going to play a little bit of it, of when Corey is talking to Organic about getting back with his wife.
Kind of like, I can't lie to you. My wife and my best friend, my assistant, I think my wife back.
I saw that. Congratulations on that.
You see crazy. That crazy how it out.
I know that is. God is great though. He been married, man.
18, but me and my wife just went through together like 7 years. We just went through a big breakup on the internet.
They young, they was young, they grew up together. So they growing up together.
Some shit happened. You know, God tried to treat that. Not God,
the devil.
And bro, I've been praying. But first, I was like, man, ain't never going back.
Right.
I was on the internet going in. I'm like, man, fuck you. And you know, that's how I feel. But that ain't what God had planned.
Yeah.
So I still praying to God because I ain't seen my kids in 6 months.
Crazy.
So I'm like, I don't see my kids.
Little kids. That was amazing. That's the prize. I'm like, okay, let's go.
I'm in Houston and I prayed Saturday night to God, like, you know what? I was there for Thursday, Friday, and she wouldn't contact me. I'm blocked.
Of course.
I can't get in contact. I'm mad. So I'm like, you know what? I said, you know what? I give up, man. I'm done trying. I'm going to put it in God's hands.
Yeah.
Tell me why 5 o'clock the next morning I got a missed FaceTime call for her.
Wow. You know, you had love like a Christmas tree.
Bro, I listen to my phone. Enough is enough. The weirdest shit ever.
That's hard.
So we meet up the next day, have a talk, and like bro, now we back. Now we back.
Of course.
So look, this morning I get a text message out of nowhere. He texted me at 8. My sister out of nowhere. My sister didn't even text me like this. She texted me out of nowhere. Get your little back ass up.
Yeah.
That's what she texted me out of nowhere.
So yeah, that was a little bit of it. So it was all lies, pretty much all lies. I kind of expected it. I know, we all know CoreySSG is a troll. Organic is a liar. They were obviously doing all this because, like I said in the last video we did, it appeared like they were sitting with a group of students that I guess enrolled in his academy or a master class and all this bullshit. So they have to seem like they know what they're talking about, right? And I always said, man, like, stop involving God, stop involving religion in your conversations, man. Stop putting God and religion in these conversations, because you guys know you guys are lying, man. They lie so much. Why lie about this and then have to put God and religion and prayers into it, knowing damn well these are all lies? It's all lies, man. So yeah, that was a little the segment that got shared around all these other channels, and it's not true. I mean it could be true, but it looks kind of weird now that your wife Carmen is with this guy Meechie that she's been with, and they're kissing. By the way, this is not an old post, man. He posted this post today. This man kissing your wife and you're praying about getting back. Like, it's weird, man. Like, stop all this lying, man. What's up with these guys? What is wrong with these guys? Organic and CoreySSG. This is weird. But let's get in her video. She had to explain, and then obviously she was on Tasha K's channel. Tasha K got also on live with Meechie. So CoreySSG, you look like a clown right now. Straight up clown. You and Organic, but Organic has always been a clown, so that's nothing new.
This man's still the father of my kids, regardless. Every time y'all heard me saying, like, oh, will you go back to your ex, or will you talk to your ex, and this and the third, like, it's not about that. You know what I mean? It's not about, if y'all see me in the room with him, it's like, oh, we just lovey-dovey again, or we are back cool. Like, me and Corey had conversations privately before it was fucking even spotted publicly. But the conversation was more so of learning and understanding where we stand with each other, and more so of like the damage that was caused in all these 5 months. So it's not an easy situation for me to even speak on and trying to address something when I know that your guys gonna already have your own assumptions or your own opinions about it, because it does look bad. It does look like.
I don't think it's assumptions when Corey posts something on his channel, and then obviously you guys clearly just heard what you heard. He gets on video, an Organics video, and says, "We are back together. I prayed the night before, and I get a call the next morning. My prayer gets answered, and now we're back together. I'm back with my wife." So it's not an assumption. It ain't just an opinion. No, this is what this man has been doing. He's been trolling. Like, I kind of sensed it, but I was like, they break up so often. It could be just fake. It could all be fake. A lot of these couples, they fake everything for content, for views. So that's what I thought. And then she obviously, Meechie dropped that video clip I showed you guys earlier. Man, that thing is crazy. Kissing that man's wife. And you want to sit here and talk about prayers, and it's weird.
This what it is, but you're telling that this not what it's not, whatever the case may be. But I'm not gonna sit here and tell y'all not gonna see me in the room with this man. I can't say that, you know what I mean? Like, we got kids together. Our kids not even teenagers yet. So it's like, y'all gonna see me and him in the same room. Do I rather just be mature or just be cordial with the father of my kids instead of, holding grudges or have hate or like, I can even stand this man, or I just need like a third person in between so he can see the kids or whatever? Absolutely not. Like, I would rather to just be cordial with this man, knowing that if anything happened with the kids, that's the person I have to call. You know what I mean? Like, this is the father of my kids, regardless of where the situation is, how things went down, or where we done said, and whatever. So it's like, I don't have the energy to really explain, this was really happened, this what really said, this what it is, this what it is, because I really even promised myself, and I really just been praying, like, I'm not gonna get back to these back and forth social media stuff. I'm not gonna sit here and make a video, maybe a long ass video explaining a situation that's maybe only like a 5-minute situation. Like, I'm not about to do that, you know what I mean? And it sucks, very much sucks, like in real life. And I mean, like, when I turn the camera off, it really sucks because I have people that I have to deal with, like, I have to deal with the emotion.
It sounds like, I don't really watch Carmen's channel all that much. This is like probably the first time I've actually watched this video. And like, I don't normally talk about the CoreySSG Carmen relationship, but it just spilled into Organic's video. So now I'm talking about it. Now I'm going to react to it. And now that I listened to Carmen explain her side of the story, like, she seems like to be the one with the real brain here. And CoreySSG is the clown. So I can see why she would definitely need to move on from somebody like CoreySSG, who is immature, loves to troll. At this date and time, in his career, he still has to do this kind of shit, to do this kind of public attention, to try to get more attention for himself, because it seems like she is doing pretty well for herself and he's not. He has to go back. Actually, no, he doesn't have to go back. He actually announced he's doing another raffle, but he won't explain that scam raffle he had before. Organic won't explain his scam raffle, the Lamborghini Aventador raffle scam. So they don't want to address these raffle scams. So now they still have to keep they just want to maintain their name and the social media clout because Carmen is doing well now.
I have to deal with how they thinking, I have to deal with how they feel. So it's like, I'm not just dealing with this publicly, which it sucks. Don't get me wrong. Like, I would prefer for this to just be as private as it could be. But knowing that it's like thousands and millions of people watching and saying this and saying that do sucks. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, I am the type of person that, like, I don't hold grudges. You know what I mean? And like, I don't like to hold hate. I feel like hate is a strong word. So when I do say I hate you, it's like I hate you. Like, this was the person that I was with for 7 years. For 2, I still have love for this man, regardless of what has been going on. I always hold love for him. But it's not that I'm in love with him. It's not that I'm saying, oh, we are back together, y'all. Like, woo-hoo. Like, that's not the case. In the conversation or what he had with these people, I don't know what was said for the actual video. I don't know what was said before he actually started the conversation. I don't know if he was speaking in terms as if this could be or this how it's going to be, or I don't know. And
So she's talking about the Organic video. She don't know what the whole context of the conversation was. And no, the context was he was basically sitting down with, I thought, it looks like a bunch of students. Some of these students are, I don't know what the fuck is going on in their head. They sign up for courses or lectures from these fake-ass wannabe influencers that are going to teach them how to become successful overnight. And it's all bogus baloney. Because all these YouTubers, they have to do raffles to collect money from their community to stay afloat. So what the fuck are they going to teach you? What are they going to teach you? I don't get it, but yeah. So they're basically preaching to a bunch of students, and among the conversation, he's trying to use the example of how strong prayers are, right? How strong is it to manifest things? And then he uses his wife as the example. Like the night before, I prayed and prayed and prayed, and then next day my prayer got answered. It's like, now we know you prayed for your wife to be kissed by Meechie, right? To get smashed by this other guy.
Honestly, from the bottom of my heart, don't care for it. Only because I feel like at this point, so much that has happened that it's like, okay, what's next? Like, what's worse? Like, what could possibly be worse? And in your eyes, it's like, well, Carmen, what could be worse is that you go back to him. It just sucks because this is like my one time addressing this, but it's going to be other situations where it's going to look like that. And I have to, like, what I'm going to do, I have to come back here and address it again. Like, I'm not about to do that. So I'm letting y'all know now, like, this is the father of my kids. This is somebody that y'all going to see me in the same room with. This is the person that people, like, when people think about us, they thinking about both of us. You know, it's still like, because we do have our own separate brands, we do have our own separate platforms. So people looking at it like, oh, if I can have him rocking this jacket, I can have her rocking this jacket too. It's for my brand. It's to help my business. Da da da. And when things like that happen, I just don't think about it. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not thinking about, damn, this is gonna really look bad. Because in the back of my mind, I still keep it like, okay, this is not a stranger. You know what I mean? This is somebody that I know, being knowing. But I can totally understand the fact that it looks like, with no explanation, it just looked like we back cool, like in a snap of finger. You know. But at the end of the day, it's like, whatever happened, happened. Whatever was said is said. Whatever was done is done. I just hate that I have to deal with this like all over again. I feel like I've been dealing with this for 5 months. You know. And I'll be trying to I'm not really a person to sit down and address stuff over and over and over, but it seems like certain stuff do affect me like in a major way that it's like nobody really knows, because obviously y'all not here with me in real life. So it's like, okay, damn, I got people calling me dumb, I got people calling me this, I got people calling me that, and not just even that, but in the mix of that, y'all throwing somebody else in the mix and y'all making it seem like that person's getting played, or Carmen, you playing with him, you don't respect feelings, you don't do this, you don't do that. It's like, it's not a case. That's not the fucking case. It's just really not. And like, I'm just really just drained.
So what this sounds like, she has a husband that I guess they're going through some kind of separation, but they still have to maintain a friendly relationship in order to partner when they got to do like brand sponsors or something like that. Because she's like, you know, it's going to look a certain way if I'm wearing a jacket, he's wearing a jacket, but it's part of the business transaction. But at the same time, she has this boyfriend, Meechie, right? So I guess people are going to look at it now. So she's got a boyfriend and a husband, but the husband is really, he's still around mainly for the kids and some of the business partnerships they got to do together. But Corey, you look like a clown at this point. Like, if you continue on thinking that this is your wife, still your wife, and she's out here kissing this other dude, like, you look like a fucking fool.
With the situation, because like, if that wasn't even the case, if y'all would have saw me and him in the same room in a different terms or different ways or whatever, y'all still would have talked anyways, because y'all like, oh, Carmen, you're back with him after da-da-da. Like, why can't y'all just be mature enough to think, nah, they probably just cool, they probably just friends? Like, I do believe being friends with your ex, I do believe being able to be cordial with somebody that's in your life for so many years. So it's like, why you gotta be...
No. We believe this could all happen. What you're saying, it is believable. It could be believed that you could be friends with your ex. You could have a friendship or whatever. But that's not what Corey said. Corey said, I got back with my wife. Now we're back together. We're stronger than ever before because I prayed yesterday and my prayer got answered the next day. So no, it's like his story is completely different. I think that's why it sparked that much attention. And obviously he was on a clown's channel like Mr. Organic, who is the biggest clown that you can even find on YouTube at this point, and he blew it out of proportion too.
When y'all see us in the same room, it's like, oh yeah, they automatically together. Like, oh damn, like this and the third. Like, trust me, me as a person, me as a woman, and what I have been going through for the past month, it's not easy to just be in the room and just make it seem like, oh, we just back together. Like, that's just such a strong word that y'all even using, you know. And like, I'm not the type of person to really sit here and explain my details or what really happened, because I feel like...
So Organic, he quickly changed the title of this video. Before it was titled something about confronted some bullshit, right? It was something about getting confronted. And then he quickly changed it once, you know, other T channels shared like a little segment. Basically what I played earlier, that Corey said he prayed the night before about his wife and kids. And the next day, his wife called him back, and they're back together stronger than ever before. And then he also posted that long ass, you guys saw it, right? He posted that long ass post, which he actually took down on Instagram. So, see, Carmen explains it from a format that is actually more understandable. She said, we can be friends. We can have a friendship. We can also do business transactions together because people recognize us still as a brand, even though he's separate and I'm separate. We kind of go our separate ways. But we can still join together to do business partnerships and also for the kids. So she makes more sense. Like, she's probably got the brain, which is kind of typical anyways. Women usually have the bigger brain. But Corey didn't explain it like that. Corey came off, him and Organic, they made it seem like, he prayed and prayed, and his prayer got answered, and now they're back together, wife and husband. And then now we see that video with her kissing Meechie. It's like, you guys look like straight fools right now. Your students look like straight fools. If I was one of your students, I was sitting right there listening to that bullshit ass speech, I would want my fucking refund now.
End of the day, y'all never really see me here sitting down and explain this, explain that, what what it was. Let me show y'all the messages. Let me show y'all videos. Let me do this. Let me do that. Like, I done that before. You know what I mean? Like, I done it in the past. So because I'm not in the past anymore, I'm not trying to repeat that. I'm not trying to keep doing that because obviously I have people that like when I don't address nothing. I have people that like, dang, Carmen, you're so strong because like no matter what people are saying, like you don't even gotta address nothing. You don't even gotta move a finger. But then I got the people, they love when I address stuff. You know what I mean? Like, they love when, yes, Carmen, that's how you clear it up. That's how you do this, that's how you do that. But which I fail to realize is sometimes when I address stuff is what makes the situation like just longer, and it just making it more relevant than what it needs to be. And then at the end of the day, I'm sorry if I disappointed y'all to be in the room with my ex at that time and the way that it looked. I'm sorry if that was a thing for y'all and I disappointed y'all or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't owe y'all no explanation. You know what I mean? And I feel like long as me and my people in my real life here understand what's going on, they see what it is and they see what it's not, it's like, then that's all I care about. But obviously what's going on publicly is what comes between what I got going on in real life, and that sucks. That very much sucks. So it's like, that's not the case. But if y'all do see me and him in the same room again, please don't think that it's that, or please don't think that it's just so easy to just be back with this person. You know what I mean? And maybe I was comfortable enough to be in the same room in dumb circumstances just because this person is somebody I've been knowing for years. You know what I mean? Like, this is somebody that's all I knew for so long. So maybe I was comfortable enough to just be in the same room.
So this was the post that he posted. Now this post has been taken down. So this is what the whole, this is part 2 of the controversy. Part 1 was obviously that little segment on Organic's video, which Organic now is trying to capitalize off of because he quickly changed the title to the video. He really wanted to capitalize and still couldn't capitalize off of it. It just showed how much of a clown he is. Like I've been telling you, that dude Organic is a fucking clown. Then CJ or Corey, whatever, CoreySSG posted this, born a sinner, right? And then people kept talking about this bullshit he was wearing at church. How do you wear something talking about born a sinner and then you want to preach about prayers and God and religion? And I hate, man, stop dragging God and religion into these like these type of conversations, man. Like, stop, man, especially when you're wearing something called born a sinner, not the born sinner sweater at church, though. Wasn't you born sinning because you ain't perfect? Y'all be wearing y'all know God, but be slow to the Bible, Lord. It's like, come on, man. Like, I wish people would stop dragging God, religion into these, like this dude, CoreySSG, will do anything for clout, man. Anything.
Because, all right, Corey, what we going to do? Like, are we going to be cool? We're going to be cordial? We're going to work this thing out where there's no more grudges in between, where I can even stand to see you? Or we're just going to get a middleman and we're going to deal through the middleman so when you see the kids, that are like, I wouldn't even trust that either. Like, when it comes about my kids, I'd rather to deal with my kids on my own. Like, I'd rather to be hands-on. Like, I don't trust my kids with a middleman. I don't trust my kids to be with somebody that I don't even know if you're going to deliver my kids to the person. You know what I mean? So, I'm not going to make the situation just about the kids because I don't want y'all to feel like, oh, you just using the kids for this or that. Because it's not even the situation. But that's the main reason why we have to have a conversation. For the kids. Okay? For the kids. But It is what it is at this point. Because y'all gonna look at things like exactly just how it is. If y'all look at a man and y'all know this man talking to somebody else and y'all see this man in public talking to another girl, y'all gonna automatically think that means fucking that girl. This whole time they just having a mutual conversation. This whole time they have an understanding what it is and what it ain't. But the fact is that y'all just don't like when things is being put out there without an explanation. And I get it because it does look a certain way. So it's like, it is what it is, y'all. Ain't nothing much to it that I can really even say because I don't want to keep dragging this because it's not a situation that's going to be over tomorrow, obviously, because the next thing y'all, anything else that y'all see, they got the topic again, all right? For 2-3 weeks, that shit is gone. Then something else come up, there we go again. So this is not going to end. Like, this is just not going to end. And at the end of the day, like, I am mad at him and I am upset at him for just even being on camera or just even talking.
So I don't know, but I ain't gonna lie, man. I actually believe what she's saying. Like, she's not like she's actually talking, and there's no hiccups, there's no breakups in the way she's talking. So this is like you can tell like she's talking pretty fast too. So she's pissed off, but she's also trying to maintain her composure. She's trying to make it, that this is still my ex. We've been together this long. We still got to do things together, whether it's business, partnerships, kids, all this stuff. But CoreySSG, he's still a child, man. He's still acting like a child out here. And I don't know who the fuck is signing up for his courses thinking this man delivers value. All he's doing is just trolling at this point. And then you got Organic. Damn, Organic should be ashamed of himself, man. That dude is fucking 40-some years old. And he's hanging out with a bunch of 20 years old trying to fit in, man. You look like a fucking fool, man. Straight up fool.
That was the case. Why run to social media about it? Or not even just social media, but like why run to people and just tell the whole world what's going on? And somebody just got the whole camera and just don't care because it's not their business. So they're going to put their business out there. And it's like, it's not nobody's business. And
exactly. So she's actually throwing shots at Organic right here. Like, why has he got the camera playing all this stuff? See, Organic knew, like, I think Organic probably knew, like, this was whatever CoreySSG says around him, especially when it comes to the wife stuff. I think he knew at the back, at the back of his mind that this could turn into some type of controversy. So Organic, that's what I was saying, like, when I dropped that reaction video yesterday, I was like, does CoreySSG pay attention? Was he paying attention to Organic this whole time? His cameraman. I know his cameraman was going from left to right, left to right. It wasn't like the dude is standing right in his face with the camera in his face. So it's not like that. That guy was actually like going around the room. It wasn't like a steady picture is what I'm saying. So I feel like that shit was planned, and Organic tried to capitalize off that moment, and that little response from Corey talking about his prayer and all that turned into this huge controversy where people were bashing Carmen. A lot of people unsubscribed from her channel because they were like, how could you go back to this dude that called you bitch, called you an immigrant, said he was going to deport you. All this wild shit that boy CoreySSG was saying.
Reality, what's really going on in real life. It's not nobody's business how things is being handled. Like, I'm just tired of this shit. Maybe if I was a normal person, shit would be better. Maybe if I didn't have kids in the middle, this would be a whole nother different situation. Like, literally, like, I don't understand. I woke up to some bullshit. Yesterday, I dealt with enough bullshit. I woke up to some more bullshit today. I got things to do today. So I was like, damn, I gotta put what I'm really dealing with in life to the side so I can handle things. And like, I don't understand how hard shit really is or how shit really gets, you know what I mean? And like, when I don't cry when I explain things, it only shows you like I'm just angry and I'm just like upset at the fact like we back here again, like I'm back in this hole again. Like, damn, can your girl just catch a break? Like, this year, damn, it only been 2 months, and this year has 2 months has been full of shit. Like, full of shit. I started my year off wrong, lost my best friend. Then on top of that, it seems like I'm just dogging a person that is genuinely, caring for me. That was not the case. Okay, cool. Then now we gotta address that situation because y'all be looking at me like, well, Carmen, you just doing wrong. You just doing this. You just doing that. Like, God damn, nobody's perfect, y'all. Like, nobody's really fucking perfect. Everybody gonna make a mistake. And I feel like every time a person tries to be perfect, that's when the most shit be happening. You know what I mean? So I feel like shit. I feel okay knowing that, like, okay, I learned from this. Let me handle this a little bit more careful, or let me handle this a little bit more privately. Let me handle this with more concern, knowing that, okay, I can't be seen out this way because people gotta make it.
All right, I think we're gonna wrap up here. because it seems like she's really like emotional. So obviously CoreySSG and Organic did this shit on purpose. Their version of the story is totally different than Carmen's. Carmen's just all about having some kind of friendship, maintaining this positive relationship so they can maintain, like, so wasn't he complaining about the kids, not seeing the kids, so she was trying to maintain that positive relationship, and then he just tried to capitalize off of that little moment he had with her. And then Organic talked about like how, Organic turned into a fucking counselor over there, into a therapist, trying to make it seem like his real manifestation preaching shit works, and it don't fucking work. And now we got another example to add on top of all the other fucking examples that all this manifestation preaching shit he be talking about all is bogus. It's all baloney bullshit. Talking about if you manifested and you stop believing into the devil's work and all this. So what happened now? Were you guys just praying for this man's wife to go back to her boyfriend? It's like, come on, man. Y'all look like straight clowns at this point. But anyways, let me know what you guys think in the comment section.